Hello YouTube, this is Sonic2KK here. Can I lift my mic up? I can. And there we go. It's up a bit. Yeah, that'll do. Anyway, welcome back to another Love 0.9.0 tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to talk about the mouse module. Now, the mouse module is a module inside of Love that lets you access certain mouse features. Of course, there's the obvious ones: the X position, Y position, set the X and Y position, set a cursor, get the cursor position or get the mouse position, check whether the mouse is down, and some other fancy things like grabbed and such. So without further ado, let's get started. So you should know what a mouse is. It's this little thing that goes around the screen, and you want to get certain some information about the mouse cursor. I need to set this to there we go. Yeah, note to self, change that whenever this video is recorded. I need to move my chair in. So yeah, let's start by saying no, I want to go down here, and we will say love.graphics.print mouse x concatenate love.mouse get x mouse y love.mouse get y. Build and run this, and as you can see, it updates to display the mouse's x and y, with 0 being up in the corner here. And yeah, it should be pretty obvious that those get the X and Y position. I mean, the names kind of give it away. Love get X and love get Y. Love.mouse get X and Y, rather. Yeah. Another thing we can do is love.graphics.print. Let's just explicitly say 0 so that we know that it's in the top left hand corner. And mouse cursor type love.mouse get cursor. Oh, concatenating the value. Get system cursor. Hold on. Okay, so what I decided to do was I just changed this will return nil if there is no cursor image set, which I will, or no type of cursor set, which I will get to in a second. All I did was wrap it in a toString function to make sure that the cursor type was a string, so that it wasn't trying to concatenate nil. It concatenated the string nil, which is just a string, and of course LÖVE can concatenate that without any problems. And yeah, now let's talk about mouse cursors, or mouse image cursors. So what we can do is we can do several things. We can set the cursor, so we can say love.mouse set cursor to say hand. Oh, hold on. So what we can do is we can set different cursors. So let's say up here, local cursor. And then love.load, we will say cursor equals love.mouse.new cursor. It sounds weird saying cursor now, it's kind of lost its meaning. But what we can say is mouse.png. This will either take image data, which I will cover later on, maybe in the next tutorial or something, and then the hotspot X and the hotspot Y. And what that is basically just like the hot point of which the mouse will collide. So if it was 0, then it would be the top of the mouse. That would be like the anchor point for it. So if it entered here, like if it was in an image and it entered at 0, then that would be the point of which the Love would register that the mouse has collided with something, or that it has intersected something, or that it has went inside something. It's basically just like the anchor point for the mouse image. and I normally just set this to 0, 0. This, of course, is the path to the image. This is a string. It can also take file data, which I will also cover, but that will be later on. That's image data, except for a file. But it can also take a string path. I don't believe it can take an image object argument, but it can take the string path to the mouse cursor. And if we run this now, mouse.png does not exist. Oh, it's cursor.png. There we go, you can see nothing happens. And that's because we need to say love.mouse.set cursor. Cursor. And as you can see, here we are. This was just a mouse cursor image that I got off Google. And yeah. The mouse cursor is like the image, it has a lot of white space around it. But look, oh, that's awesome. I didn't even know I could do this. Oh, that's brilliant. See the hotspot. That's when it actually that's the anchor point. Oh, that is brilliant. So what if we set this to -10? Oh, never mind. But as you can see there, it's more accurate with that. Oh my god, that's awesome. And there you go. Cursor type is cursor. It's a cursor. Alright, yeah. The next one, we could scale that down, but I don't know if we can scale it down. Anyway, we don't need to worry about that right now. We will talk about love.graphics.print mouse pressed, or no, left mouse button pressed, love.mouse that is down L. Oh, let's say Shift Command D and Shift Command D, and R. This will be right. Oh, billion value. It's to string this to. Oh, I can't. Well, we can. That won't work. Trying to save time actually doesn't save time, folks. To string, and then here we can say close bracket, and there we go. Oh, it's the wrong point. 0, 40, 0, 60, 0, 80. Now we can say let. Oh, because that's printing the left one as well. Let's just remove this one for now. And as you can see, left mouse button pressed, right, left, right, left. You can't see, but I'm pressing right and left. And there was also the middle mouse button. Ooh, 80. I don't know if I can press the middle mouse button because my mouse wheel is alright. I'm using an Apple Magic Mouse, so I'm not sure. Oh, there we go. It's hard to press, but it was true for a second there. I may try and get a picture-in-picture shot of it. There we go. It's true. Need to be at a certain point over at the side to get the middle mouse button pressed. Oh no, wait, that's my right mouse. I'm looking at the wrong side. Middle. I don't know if I can actually get the middle mouse button to be pressed. But yeah, if you have a middle mouse button and you press it, it should print love.graphics.print. The next one would be it would be the mouse wheel button itself. I always thought the mouse wheel and stuff they were the same thing, but apparently they're not. Mouse wheel down to string love dot mouse that is down. I could just copy and paste that, but I wasn't thinking. 0, 100, and then just for the sake of completion, WU, which is mouse wheel up, I don't have mouse wheel either, so there must be in some mouses a middle mouse button is different, but I'm not sure what the differences would be. Maybe if you're writing a game, there would be a difference, but I don't see a difference. But hopefully it's useful to you. Print X1 button down. This is sometimes known as button 4. To string. This would be like a MISC mouse buttons. You know what? Let's see. X1 down, and then button 5 would be X2 down, X1 or X2 and X1. Oh, I need to move this down to 140 and 160. Pro tip, don't be hard coding values. I don't have any of these buttons on my mouse. I just have a bog standard mouse, but maybe on gaming mice, mices, is that the plural? Mices, mouses, I'm not sure. There'll be buttons like this, so maybe if you have one of those, you can play about with that, but I don't, so I can't play about with that, unfortunately. Yeah, so this is all the mouse button down stuff. Let's actually comment this. Mouse button, mouse position, mouse cursor, and mouse buttons down. You can also do checks for several buttons. So let's just say love.mouse or love.graphics print any mouse button down to string. Do we have a 2 boolean? Nope, we have 2 number. Oh, 2. Nope, but 2 number exists for any of you that didn't know that or wanted to know. To string love.mouse is down LRM. This is actually small x. WD W X1 X2, and then we will have this at 0 180. There we go. Any button down, whenever I press right or left, it's true. And then there's the mouse cursor. It's actually here. This position, mouse cursor, and here we will do this. Didn't give the desired effect, but whatever. There we go. It gives sort of the desired effect. Why did I do that? It's not working. Who cares? It's there now. Let's just say love that. Who cares? Wasting time on things that don't matter. We could replace this entire line with love.graphics.print mouse position love.mouse.get position. We actually need to say to string, and I have an idea of how this is going to turn out. 0 0, and it returns the position of the mouse. And I think that is the X position. Or no, it's the it's the X position. And this is because this love.mouse.get position returns the X and Y position. So what we can say is to string X mouse X mouse Y. Let's replace these with singular quotes. And mouse y. Of course, these variables don't exist yet, but we are going to create them up here. Oh, local mouse x, local mouse y, and here mouse position, mouse x, mouse y, because if you didn't know, you could say x, y equals 10, 10 in LÖVE. Let me just open up a LÖVE prompt terminal. LÖVE x, y equals 10, 10, and then if we print x, oh, I can't actually do that in the LÖVE prompt, y, then as you can see it says 10 and 190. Close. Equals love.mouse.get position, and this returns the x and y position, so it saves you having to say love.mouse.get x and get y. But if you only want the x and y position, then this is useful, the other variables, but you can also use this and then just access them with mouse x and mouse y. Wow, I can't speak today. And what you want to do is you'd want to update this every frame in love.update. Actually, you'd want to update this my position, and of course it gives the same result as last time, except with the underscore. Anyway, yeah, as you can see, it does the exact same thing. We could also say local system cursor. We could say system cursor equals love.mouse.get system cursor hand, and then we can say love mouse. Actually, here we replace this with system cursor, and this gets the system cursor, and then we can set it here, and it replaces it with the Mac hand cursor. Of Windows, it replaces it with the hand cursor. An example I saw was iBeam, but I don't know what iBeam is. Oh, it's this. It's the this thing. Oh, I love this one. Text input one. So this could be handy. You could have all these cursors, and then you could say if the user is in a text input field, set it like this. Set the cursor to this. You can also set no, wait, arrow. None of these are showing up on Mac. I assume they're Windows only or Linux only ones. Sir, this one actually looks rather nice. Is NWSE says NESW. It looks the same to me, but there might be some differences in other platforms. WE, this one says oh, I accidentally resized the window. Says NS. No, it's south, I assume this means. And says all. So yeah, that's all the mouse cursors. You can also say love.mouse.set visible to set the mouse cursor visibility. That's set as default, and it will be invisible, but it still moves the mouse because it's still in the window. Love.mouse, we'll keep it there, and we will set it to true. And then another one is love.mouse.set grabbed to true, and this will confine the mouse to the bounds of the window, so that the mouse cannot escape the window. And if we go down here, say misc love.graphics.print mouse visible, mouse cursor visible to string love.mouse.is visible at 0 200. And then we will say love.graphics.print mouse cursor grabbed within window bounds to string love.mouse.is grabbed. Oh, I should mention that love.mouse.set grabbed is set grab in 0.8.0, but it still is grabbed in 0.8.0 to 20. And then here it's grabbed in the window and it is bound. Alright, and it is visible. But if we I wouldn't move window because I'm not sure what's on the other desktops in case there's anything private, but it would release it from the window. Or if you were to switch to another screen, then it would be unlocked. You can also say love.mouse.set position to, let's say, love.graphics.get width divided by 2, love.graphics.get height divided by 2, and this will set the initial position of the mouse to approximately the center of the screen. Let's just disable this right now because it's starting to get on my nerves. Yeah. So of course the initial position will be 640 by 360, and the window size is 1280 by 720. That's right, isn't it? Yes. The here is the config for this tutorial series. All this code will be on paste bin, by the way. I've decided to start putting all my code in the paste bin, since so many people have been asking for the code in paste bin. All this code, the main.lua and conf.lua, will be in the paste bin. In a paste bin, the link will be in the description. Kind of unintentionally, I covered the entire Love mouse module. Happy days! That is the entire mouse module in Love covered. So that is a module I can tick off my list that I have covered in its entirety. Of course, the series is about covering, after we do some side projects, everything in Love in detail. So here's the entire mouse module. If you have any questions about the mouse module, leave a comment and I will get back to you as soon as possible. But yeah, hopefully you have enjoyed this episode. Please do give it a like. It'll help me out, and share with your friends. I think they'll find it useful. Subscribe for more Love tutorials, and of course read the description, because it is always helpful to read the description, because there will be links and stuff there. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. My name is Scientific, and I will see you in the next tutorial.